After many days of waiting for P2 Day on this June 28th, I've finally brought one of the things the Pi core team has done. Now it's easier because the Pi App Studio opens the door for anyone to build Web3 apps without coding. Are you tired of watching other people make money from apps while you sit on the sidelines? Do you have amazing ideas but don't know how to code? Are you holding PiCoins and wondering when they'll actually become useful? Well, what if I told you that Pi Network just dropped a game-changing announcement that could turn anyone into an app builder overnight? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how Pi Network's brand new App Studio is about to revolutionize everything we know about building apps. And here's the crazy part. You don't need to know a single line of code. But first, let me ask you this. What would you do if you could build your own app in just a few clicks and start earning PiCoins immediately? Keep watching because I'm about to reveal 5 specific app ideas that could make you serious money. Plus, I'll show you the secret tools that make this all possible. And here's something the whales don't want you to know. They're already positioning themselves for this massive opportunity while regular people are sleeping on it. Don't let them trick you into missing out. If you're excited about this groundbreaking news and want to see your PiCoins finally have real value, smash that like button right now. But before we dive deep into this explosive content, okay Pioneer, let's first greet and welcome you all to the channel. The one source for game-changing Pi Network updates that actually move the needle. I can barely contain my excitement as I bring you this game-changing news today. Whether you're watching from Papua New Guinea, United States, India, Kenya, Nigeria, Philippines, Indonesia, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet. You can join our community by subscribing and ring notification bell so you never miss an update. I'm Nathan, and today let me tell you what just happened. Pi Network didn't just make an announcement, they just opened the floodgates to the future of app development. They launched something called Pi App Studio. And this is not just another tool. This is a complete game changer that puts the power of app creation directly into your hands. But wait, there's more. Remember when Pi Network launched their mainnet in February 2025? That was just the beginning. Now, with Pi App Studio, they're taking it to the next level. We're talking about a no-code platform that lets anyone build Web3 applications using nothing more than their phone, their ideas, and their PiCoins. Think about this for a second. How many times have you had an amazing app idea but gave up because you thought you needed to learn programming or hire expensive developers? Those days are officially over. One expert described Pi App Studio as TikTok meets Shopify for apps. Can you imagine that? The simplicity of TikTok combined with the business power of Shopify, all powered by PiCoins. This is exactly what the crypto world has been waiting for. Here's what most people don't understand. We're not just talking about building apps, we're talking about building the future economy. While traditional banks and payment systems are stuck in the past, Pi Network is creating a new world where anyone can participate in the digital economy. But here's the thing that gets me really excited. This isn't just about technology, this is about freedom. Financial freedom, creative freedom, and the freedom to turn your ideas into reality without asking permission from anyone. And here's a question that should make you think. If you could start building your digital business today, what would you create? Because with Pi App Studio, that question isn't hypothetical anymore, it's a real opportunity sitting right in front of you. The timing couldn't be better. We're living in a time when people are looking for new ways to make money online. The gig economy is exploding, but most platforms take huge cuts from creators. With Pi App Studio, you're not just a user, you become the owner of your own platform. Now, let me blow your mind with 5 specific app ideas that you could build right now with Pi App Studio. And the best part, you don't need any special skills to get started. First, imagine building a Pi real estate app. Think about this. What if you could list properties and let people pay with PiCoins? You could add virtual tours, chat systems, and even escrow services. Property deals happen every day around the world, and now you could be part of that market using cryptocurrency. The real estate market is worth trillions of dollars and you could grab your piece of it. Second, here's something close to my heart: a PiMind Gym app. Mental health is more important than ever, right? What if you could build an app that rewards people with PiCoins for taking care of their mental health? Daily affirmations, meditation, journaling, and users earn PiCoins for staying consistent. You're literally paying people to improve their lives while building your own business. Third, picture this: a skill swap marketplace. This one is genius. People trade services using PiCoins as the universal currency. Someone teaches graphic design in exchange for language lessons. A chef shares cooking tutorials for content creation help. Everyone wins, and PiCoins flow through the ecosystem, making them more valuable for everyone. Fourth, a Pi Business Directory app. This one could be huge. Imagine mapping every business that accepts PiCoins. Users find places to spend their Pi, business owners get more customers, and you earn Pi for every business you add to the map. As more businesses join, your app becomes more valuable. Fifth, a Web3 University app. If you know anything about crypto, blockchain, or digital finance, you could teach others and earn PiCoins for every lesson completed. People are hungry to learn about this new world, and you could be their guide while building your own income stream. But here's what makes this even more exciting. These are just the beginning. The real opportunity is in the ideas that nobody has thought of yet. What unique knowledge do you have? What problems do you see in your daily life that an app could solve? Now, let me reveal the secret weapons that make all of this possible. Pi App Studio isn't just giving you a blank canvas, they're giving you a complete toolkit that does most of the heavy lifting for you. First, there's AI-powered app building. Yes, you heard that right. Artificial intelligence helps you build your app. You tell it what you want, and it helps create it. It's like having a team of expert developers working for you 24/7. Second, they have a text-to-app interface. This means you can literally describe your app idea in plain English, and the system turns it into a real, working application. No coding, no technical jargon, just your ideas becoming reality. Third, ready-to-use templates. Why start from scratch when you can begin with proven templates? They've done the hard work of figuring out what works, so you can focus on making it your own. Fourth, multilingual support. Your app can reach people all around the world, not just English speakers. Think about how this multiplies your potential audience. And fifth, integrated PiCoin payment systems. This is the game changer. Your app comes with built-in payment processing using PiCoins. No need to figure out complex payment systems or worry about credit card fees. But here's the part that really gets me excited. You can do all of this with just your phone and your PiCoin balance. No massive startup costs, no expensive equipment, no teams of developers. Just you, your ideas, and the tools Pi Network is putting in your hands. Now, let me tell you something that the crypto whales hope you never figure out. They're not just buying and holding PiCoins, they're positioning themselves to control the app ecosystem before regular people even know it exists. Think about it. While most people are waiting for Pi to hit exchanges and hoping the price goes up, smart money is already building the infrastructure that will make PiCoins valuable in the first place. They understand that the real wealth isn't in just holding coins. It's in controlling the platforms where those coins get used. But here's your advantage. Pi Network is giving everyone the same tools. The difference between you and the whales isn't access to better technology. It's taking action while others are still thinking about it. The whales are counting on regular people to stay passive, to just hold their coins and hope for the best. But what if you became an active participant instead? What if you became one of the builders instead of just a holder? Here's a question that should wake you up. If you had the chance to be an early app developer on a platform with millions of users, would you take it? Because that's exactly what Pi App Studio is offering you right now. Let me paint a picture of what's really happening here. Pi Network isn't just building another cryptocurrency, they're building a complete economy. And they're doing it in a way that includes everyone, not just the tech-savvy elite. Think about the early days of the internet. The people who built websites and online businesses in the 1990s became incredibly wealthy. Then came mobile apps. The early iPhone app developers made fortunes. Now we're at the beginning of the Web3 era, and Pi Network is giving you a front row seat. But this time is different. You don't need to learn complicated programming languages or have access to expensive development tools. Pi App Studio is democratizing app development in a way we've never seen before. And here's what makes Pi special. They have millions of users already. Most cryptocurrencies struggle to find real-world use cases. Pi Network is solving that problem by giving their users the tools to create those use cases themselves. Imagine building an app today and having access to millions of potential users tomorrow. That's not a dream. That's the reality of Pi App Studio. So, how do you get started? First, you need to think about what value you can provide. What skills do you have? What problems do you see that need solving? What knowledge can you share with others? Remember, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Look at successful apps in traditional markets and think about how they could work better with PiCoins. Take proven business models and add the power of cryptocurrency. Second, start simple. You don't need to build the next Facebook on day one. Start with one clear problem and one clear solution. As you learn and grow, you can expand your app and add new features. Third, think about your users. Who are you building for? What do they need? How can PiCoins make their lives better? The most successful apps solve real problems for real people. Fourth, leverage the community. Pi Network has one of the strongest communities in crypto. These people want to see Pi succeed, which means they want to see your app succeed too. Build something valuable and the community will support you. And fifth, act fast. We're still in the early days of Pi App Studio. The developers who build quality apps first will have a huge advantage as the ecosystem grows. Let's talk numbers for a moment. Traditional app development can cost tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. With Pi App Studio, your main investment is your time and creativity, but the potential returns. Think about this. If PiCoins become widely adopted and your app becomes popular, you're not just earning money from your app, you're also earning an asset that could increase in value over time. This is different from traditional business models. In the old world, you build a business to make money. In the Pi ecosystem, you build a business that makes money and potentially increases the value of the currency you're earning. It's like being paid in stock options for a company you believe will be huge in the future. Except in this case, you're helping to build that future company. And here's something most people miss: network effects. As more apps get built on Pi App Studio, the entire ecosystem becomes more valuable. Your success helps everyone else, and everyone else's success helps you. Here's the reality check you need to hear. Opportunities like this don't come around often. We're witnessing the birth of a new economic system, and you have the chance to be a founding member instead of just a user. But windows of opportunity don't stay open forever. Right now, there's less competition, more support from the community, and more attention from Pi Network itself for early builders. Think about the people who started YouTube channels in 2006, or those who built early iPhone apps in 2008. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They saw an opportunity and took action. The same principle applies here. Pi App Studio is new, the ecosystem is growing, and there's room for everyone who's willing to build something valuable. But if you wait until everyone else figures this out, you'll be competing with thousands of other apps instead of being one of the pioneers who shaped the platform. Let me tell you about something that should inspire you. Around the world, people are already building amazing things with much less than what Pi App Studio offers. People are creating successful businesses with just their phones and their determination. There are people earning six figures from simple mobile apps. There are creators making millions from platforms they built themselves. And most of them started with nothing more than an idea and the willingness to take action. Now imagine having those same possibilities, but with the backing of a cryptocurrency network with millions of users, built-in payment systems, and AI-powered development tools. The stories of Pi App Studio success are still being written. The question is, will your story be one of them? Here's something that gives me chills. Pi Network isn't just popular in one country or region, it's global. People from every continent are part of this movement. When you build an app on Pi App Studio, you're not just reaching local customers, you're reaching the world. Think about the internet's power to connect people across borders. Now think about cryptocurrency's power to enable transactions across borders. Pi App Studio combines both of these superpowers into one platform. Your app could have users in Asia, customers in Europe, and partners in Africa, all transacting seamlessly with PiCoins. This isn't just about building a business, it's about building a global business from day one. And here's what makes this even more powerful. As Pi Network grows and gains adoption, your app grows with it. You're not just building on a platform, you're helping to build the platform itself. I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too good to be true, or I'm not technical enough, or what if it doesn't work? Let me address these concerns directly. First, it's not too good to be true. It's just different from what we're used to. We're so accustomed to gatekeepers and barriers that we struggle to believe when those barriers are removed. Second, you don't need to be technical. That's the whole point of Pi App Studio. The technology handles the technical parts so you can focus on the creative and business parts. Third, what if it doesn't work? Here's a better question. What if it does work and you missed your chance to be part of it? The risk of trying and failing is much smaller than the risk of not trying at all. Remember, you're not investing your life savings or quitting your job. You're exploring a new opportunity with tools that are designed to help you succeed. And here's the beautiful part. Even if your first app isn't a massive success, you'll learn valuable skills that you can use to build better apps in the future. The education alone is worth the effort. One of the most underestimated aspects of Pi Network is the community. These aren't just random cryptocurrency holders. These are people who believe in a vision of a more inclusive financial future. When you build an app on Pi App Studio, you're not starting from zero users. You're building for a community that's already engaged, already holding PiCoins, and already looking for ways to use them. This community wants to see Pi succeed, which means they want to see your app succeed too. They'll be your first users, your first feedback providers, and your first advocates. In traditional app development, finding your first 100 users is often the hardest part. With Pi App Studio, you start with access to millions of potential users who are already invested in the ecosystem's success. Let me break down exactly how simple this is. You open Pi App Studio on your phone. You choose a template or describe your idea in plain English. The AI helps you customize it. You add your content and set up your PiCoin payments. Then you launch. That's it. No servers to manage, no complex coding, no expensive hosting fees. Pi Network handles all the technical complexity behind the scenes. But don't mistake simplicity for limitation. Simple tools can create powerful results when they're designed well. Some of the most successful apps in the world are actually quite simple in concept, but powerful in execution. Pi App Studio gives you that same combination. Simple to use, but powerful enough to build real businesses that solve real problems for real people. Here's why the timing for Pi App Studio couldn't be better. We're in an era where people are hungry for new opportunities. The traditional job market is changing, remote work is becoming normal, and people are more open to digital income streams than ever before. At the same time, cryptocurrency is becoming mainstream. More people understand it, more businesses accept it, and more governments are creating friendly regulations for it. Pi Network is riding this wave perfectly. They're offering opportunity when people need it most, using technology that's becoming widely accepted in a format that anyone can understand and use. But timing windows don't last forever. The early adopters get the best opportunities, the most support, and the biggest advantages. So, what should you do right now? First, if you haven't already, make sure you're part of the Pi Network ecosystem. You'll need PiCoins to fully utilize Pi App Studio. Second, start thinking about your app idea. What value can you provide? What problems can you solve? What skills do you have that others would pay for? Third, pay attention to Pi Network's official announcements about Pi App Studio. They'll provide specific details about how to get started, what tools are available, and how to launch your first app. Fourth, connect with the Pi community. Follow Pi Network's social media, join discussion groups, and start networking with other potential app builders. The relationships you build now could become partnerships later. And fifth, start preparing your mindset for success. Building an app is exciting, but it's also work. The more prepared you are mentally, the better your chances of creating something amazing. We're not talking about some distant future possibility. Pi App Studio is here, the tools are ready, the community is waiting. The only question is whether you'll be part of this historic moment or watch it happen from the sidelines. Think about how you'll feel a year from now. Will you be celebrating the success of the app you built with Pi App Studio? Or will you be wishing you had taken action when you had the chance? The future belongs to the builders, the creators, the people who see opportunities and take action. Pi Network is giving you the tools to be one of those people. But tools alone don't create success. Success comes from combining great tools with great ideas and great execution. You bring the ideas and execution, Pi App Studio provides the tools. Here's what it all comes down to. Pi Network isn't just launching another platform, they're launching a movement. A movement toward a more inclusive, more accessible, more democratic digital economy. You can be part of that movement as a user, or you can be part of it as a builder. Users benefit when the platform succeeds. Builders benefit and help make the platform succeed. The choice is yours. But remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Your step starts with believing that you can build something valuable, even if you've never built anything before. Pi App Studio isn't just about technology, it's about possibility. It's about taking your ideas and turning them into reality. It's about being part of something bigger than yourself while building something that's uniquely yours. The revolution is here. The tools are ready. The community is waiting. The only question is, are you ready to build the future? If this video has opened your eyes to the incredible possibilities of Pi App Studio, show your support by smashing that like button. Your engagement helps more people discover these life-changing opportunities. And remember what I asked earlier. If you're interested in this video, write Pi Network to the moon in the comments along with your country name and flag. I want to see our global Pi pioneer community represent. Let's show the world how united we are in building this amazing future together. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss updates about Pi Network, cryptocurrency opportunities, and the latest developments in the Web3 world. Your financial future might depend on staying informed about these rapidly evolving opportunities. Share this video with anyone who has ever dreamed of building their own app, but thought it was impossible. Together, we can help more people discover that the barriers to success are lower than they ever imagined. The future is being built right now, and with Pi App Studio, you have everything you need to be one of the builders. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive even deeper into the strategies for Pi App Studio success.